it really does. We need a new word besides mind-boggling, because it just, and I don't want to use like a mind crushing or mind, warping or what. There, it just is like, wow, wow,
Yes,
this is really, really big. And it's
indeed.
beautiful and it's loving and it's going to make people feel like so happy that things can be good and can be different. So that is my two
Right.
cents.
For me, I just think, we have to just be, we just have to stay focused. It's been worth all the patience, because what is coming is just, it's like, Jean said, we need another word. We need a new word. It's just absolutely, sometimes you have to pinch yourself, don't you? You actually have to pinch yourself to think, God, am I really here? Is this really happening? Like Jean said, if you really need to understand Onpassive to get it. And when you get it, you won't want to go. You won't want to go anywhere.
That's very true. Those who are still roaming out there, it's because they don't get it. Because, like you rightly say, when you get it, you are in there, you are just there forever. You don't see any other thing but that.
So this is truly a safe company where there is no prejudice, where there is no the mentality, the attitude towards all of this is to strive to not cause the challenges that happen in the day-to-day life when you are a minority or when you are incapacitated in some way. You are accepted here for who you are at face value. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's take responsibility and empower ourselves first and foremost, side by side and alongside with Ash. We are in Onpassive, those of us who chose to be here, those of us who chose to be engaged and to be part of this, because we have those kernels of integrity, of truth, of love, compassion within ourselves. We've already, at some level, been living that life to the best of our abilities. But for most of us, we've been flying solo. What has happened here with Onpassive is that we have a whole flock of other people, a whole wonderful community of like-minded.
But come on, we all love Ash, and I think Claudi's the most worshipped, apart from one probably up there, he's most worshipped man on earth, isn't he? I mean, people adore him. But you see, it is just because his natural way and the way that he is, and we can see what he wants for everyone. A legacy. His legacy. It's not about money. It's not about how much money he can make. It's about how many lives he might be able to change around the world.
Well, to just go from what Anita said, Ash, because he has gained, because of what he's been through, and I don't know the details of that, but he's alluded to it many times, it has given him a wisdom far beyond his 50 years, right? His compassion is so deep and wide. So in the way that he talks to us and the mentoring that he does, which is invaluable, priceless, he is, because his mission is so huge and he's one man, he knows that he needs to bring a gigantic family, what Muhammad Nazal will call the Onpassive army. He needs to bring a million strong people together to get this mission accomplished. But if it's a million strong people that just want to make a buck, it's not going to happen. He needs a million strong people with enormous hearts, with the wisdom and the understanding of what it is. So he's teaching us. I have completely transformed. Now, maybe I'm just a better version of myself, or I've come into my own, or I've come out from under my shell, or whatever you want to call it. I'm a better person today because I met him. And I don't mean in person, but because I know Ash Mufara, happy birthday, by the way, I am changed. I'm transformed. So multiply that by 1 million. I don't think there's one person in Onpassive that has not been changed in one way or another because of him. He exemplifies this way, and we're the beneficiaries of that incredibly beautiful, loving, angelic way of being that's very human. Like we as humans can be angelic. If we choose, you got to choose it. You have to own it. You have to change your mind and change your heart. So he has helped us to do that. And the more of us that do that in our own unique small ways, it's going to strengthen the family, strengthen all of us, so that when we go out into the world with our apples, and the change will be profound. It won't just be, oh, I'm going to help the food bank this week. No, it's going out and changing lives in a real way, because we feel it now. We really feel it, way beyond just helping out a charity.
Ash embodies and personifies love, giving, kindness, making a difference in other people's lives. And he also said at the very beginning, and I've never forgotten this part either, was that he was hoping and was looking for 1 million Mother Teresas to go out into the communities, out into the world, and share, give, help, teach. Not only what he was doing and saying, but their own hearts, their own experiences, their own abilities. But he wanted people to be actively involved in the world. What more beautiful example of a human being do we have as in the CEO, who is creating something that he knows? He knows the industry of artificial intelligence.
You're going to be able to go in there and play and have fun, and the audio visual is phenomenal. There are it's colorful. It's literally too big to talk about on this platform. So get in, like Anita said, get in.
I would like to say that Onpassive is a universe. And within that universe, there are stars and there are gems. And those are the individuals that are part of it. I know we talk about forming an army and doing all of that, but we also can gently bring it into balance, because armies are needed, but you also need the stars, you need the gems, you need the facets of how to do things, and the beauty will shine through in all of this. And I come back to that because it's so important. It's so easy to get caught up in the strength and the power of it all, when in actual fact, Onpassive is a very subtle power. It's a very subtle force. And to understand this is to work with energy, or to be aware of energy and how one responds to other people's energy. And that doesn't mean to say that you're a wimp. It doesn't mean to say that you're not able to do something. In actual fact, sometimes that quiet energy and strength moves the mountains and changes the course of life and destinies far stronger, far greater than we even know how things are happening in other ways.